Hi, Leos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my singles. We're going to ask Spirit for evidence and some clues today for who's coming next in love, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, next partner, future spouse, attracting the love that we want. I have some letters and numbers today. We're going to be doing that. I also have some charms. So we'll be seeing what I feel with the charms. We have some timelines, some descriptions, lots of love messages. So let's see what's coming new for love. You can use this as a manifestation reading. You can use this as a confirmation for the person that you're thinking of. So let's see. Welcome, Spirit. Welcome to all my Leos. Welcome back to all my Leos, and welcome to anybody that's new. Let's start with some letters and numbers. Spirit, if you could please share with me any messages of guidance that you have. I'm going to grab a little handful, put these on the table right out of the gate. So I feel like I want to grab these ones. Spirit, I'm here with my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher, if you could please guide me with any love that's coming towards them, any evidence that you want to share with them at this time. I am listening for you now. Okay, I have the letter S. I have an O. Letter T. The number 2 could be February, 2 weeks. I have the number 6, 26 even. June. I have the letter W. I'm sorry, a U. I have the number 4. I have a second U. Letter G. Letter C. An E. And a J. So if you're not seeing your person's letters, this is for new love singles. So you might not even have met this person yet. But I have lots of other clues that may confirm the person that you are thinking of, okay? Because this is just a handful of letters. So let's see what the cards say. That looks pretty good. It's nice and clear. You can see everything because I got a lot of cards today. Spirit, what do you have for my Leos? What do you want them to know? What's important for them? A journey, traveling the same spiritual path together. I love that. Just the sense of we're on the same path. Even if we haven't met this person, you are already on the same path, all right? It's just a matter of you're going to find each other, right? So if you look at the path, you can see it's going off into the horizon line, right? And there's the perspective right there. And you got a point. We're going to meet. We're going to merge. At some point, we're going to merge on that path. So we're already both on that path. Spirit, please share with me. I have a shaman, affirming the sacred masculine in yourself. So that's giving me strength. I just feel like this strength and providing and protecting and guarding myself and protecting myself. But I also feel like I'm making good decisions. I'm making good choices for myself. So that's also coming into me. Let's see what else they're saying. True colors, showing you who you really are without holding back. Absolutely. No holding back. The person that you are on a soul journey with, you're going to be able to be yourself. You're going to be able to share anything about yourself that you want to share with this person. You're not going to have to hold your feelings back. You're not going to have to hide. You're not going to have to keep secrets. It's going to be somebody that really knows you inside and out, is how I feel. And then a direction. Forging a path forward despite the obstacles. There you go. So no matter what, you can see like our compass is pointing in the same direction. Like, again, we're both on the same path. So our inner compass is already steering us both towards each other. Whether we are, it could be as simple as, people meet at college, right? So your compass steered you both to that same college, like that would be an example. So your inner compass is going to guide you to meet this person. So that's kind of cool. Spirit, please share with me what it is that you want me to know about my person. What is coming towards me? I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have security, King of Cups, I have a 10 of Cups, very happy together, beautiful. And the Moon. Okay, so King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. The sense of I am secure, like I'm secure with or without you in my life. So you're probably doing very well already, Leo. You're strong, you're determined, you have success, Spirit just said. So this person coming into your life has something to offer. They're offering a connection. They're offering they're offering you a emotional connection because you already feel secure about the life that you've built around yourself already. So this is just going to be an addition to it. Like with or without this person, I feel like you're happy. It's just a feeling of I could have everything with this person. So that's why the emotional part is very important to you. You don't need anybody to take care of you, Spirit just said. You're not looking for somebody to pay your bills. You're not looking for somebody to, bail you out. You're looking for somebody to be there by your side emotionally. Now, the fear with the Moon is coming into me, not so much as fear, is awareness. I want to use that word. That you're very much aware of what it is that you need. You've done a lot of inner work on yourself. You have been through a lot to get to where you are, and you're not going to settle. So you're not going to settle for anything less than somebody loving you for who you are and loving you for, everything that they have, the best that it can be, right? I have a Death card. So that's telling me that something ended. It's a feeling of I've changed, I've learned, I've grown. I'm not the person that I used to be. So you're picking a different person this time. And Spirit's sending you a different person, quite frankly, that they're sending you somebody that you may not have picked years ago. So you are in a different place. I love that. Temperance, somebody that's going to come into your life and be a little bit more stable, secure. Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Communication is going to be very, very big in this relationship. Somebody that you can talk to, that you can express yourself, they understand you, they listen. So it's not the same type of person that you may have had in the past, because maybe those things weren't as important to you or as they are today. But today, the person that you've become, one, you need somebody who is emotionally there for you, and two, somebody who you can really communicate with. So those are like the two big things. I'm assuming you're attracted to this person. I'm assuming that you are going to be excited to meet with this person, but there's bigger reasons for this connection. The connection is deeper than that. The connection is more intimate emotionally, is how I want to say it. Spirit, tell me about this person. Give me some clues. What do you have for me? Country life. Okay, may they love the outside. They love rides in the country. Let's go somewhere that it's more away from the city. Let's get out of here. Something like that. Movie buff. Maybe they love movies, going to the movies, watching movies at home. Maybe they have a certain type of movie they like to watch that you guys watch together. Outdoors again, nature lover. So they're definitely an outdoors person. They want to spend time outdoors. I have a Libra. Meeting through a friend. Somebody might introduce us. That's nice. Musician, maybe they have a musical background or great musical ear. Maybe you guys like to go physically to see musicians. You like to go see bands play or live musicians at clubs or bars or something like that. Cat, there could be a cat in our lives in this connection. That's nice. A bakery. I always see this card as somebody, of course, with a sweet tooth, that they will not walk by a bakery without popping their head in just to see if there's something that they have to have, even if it's just a cookie while they're walking, so somebody with a sweet tooth. I have roses. That's coming into me as romance, that came into me as a hopeless romantic, to tell you the truth. It was almost this feeling of, oh, they're a hopeless romantic. And things like flowers and treating you right are important to them. So they are definitely by in their heart a hopeless romantic. I have a Scorpio energy. Divine connection. Spirit has brought this connection together. They have a dog. So you guys could be animal lovers. We could have, cats and dogs in our lives. There's the bar. I feel like the bar is more connected to the music. I feel like I'm somewhere where there's live music playing. There's either band, or every Friday or Saturday night, there's, like a microphone, and there's musicians that get up and sing. So I feel like I'm in that kind of environment. So maybe that's how you meet. Maybe you meet casually through a friend in some kind of environment like that. Spirit, tell me about any clues you have. Any clues? They have waves in their hair. They could have a little bit of a curl in their hair. A night owl. They like to be up at night late. Dark hair. They have a dimple when they smile. They have a roommate. They could be a gamer. They like gaming as a hobby. They like to buy flowers. They're romantic. There's something about them that's very romantic. Bald fae. They might keep their hair very short. Maybe the curls get to be too much, so they cut them short. Loves to eat out. Okay. They like to grab, I feel like that came into me more as not like a formal sit down restaurant, not to say that they won't treat you like that, but it came into me as like, let's just grab something and go. Like, let's just run in and grab something, like an Applebee's kind of a like fast restaurant, not like a formal wine and dine 5-star restaurant. But it came into me as like, I just want to go grab something. It's easier. Let's go do something like that. They live in an apartment building. They have a roommate. Obsessed with keeping their car clean. They have a car. You're not allowed to bring food in the car, no drinks. I feel like they're very particular about their car. Certainly no smoking in the car. I feel like they're a non-smoker also. They could be an only child. You could be an only child. There's the dogs again. Loves dogs. Loves rock music. Loves music. Longer hair on top, shorter on the sides. Loves music. Yeah, they're definitely making a point about the music. Maybe they're connected to music somehow. Like they DJ part-time, or they're connected to a band, or they have friends that they meet with and they play. They have like a little, like a garage, a garage band or a basement band or something like that. So part of me feels like there's a lot going on here with music. Blue eyes. Wear shorts, like shorts. Could have dark eyes. So one of you could have lighter colored eyes. One of you could have darker eyes. And favorite holiday is Halloween. So who doesn't like Halloween? And bottom of the deck, Spirit saying they think you're stunning. It came into me as they think you're stunning. There's a feeling of you are just blowing their mind. And just, I don't know, they're, that feeling of I'm just very attracted to you. I can't help myself. I'm just head over heels attracted to you. So very, very nice. Let's see what their feelings are. I'm having wild thoughts about you. So I do feel that's stunning, wild thoughts. We have so much in common. That's good to know. We have lots to talk about. Your kindness has changed my life. Beautiful. I feel like we have very long, deep conversations about everything, our past, our family, our siblings, our relationships in the past. I just feel like we put everything out in the open and we just talk about everything. Like there's really nothing that we can't talk about. So it's a really nice, intimate communication. I am falling in love with you. Beautiful. you fuel my creativity. Maybe you motivate them. Maybe they, I want to say if they are some kind of music, they either practice in front of you or try things out on you, or there's some kind of performance feeling, like they are either talented in some way and you give them feedback. So maybe they're a musician or a performer or an actor or anything like that, something that would require some kind of feedback. I find you interesting. I'm very attracted to you. So definitely we know they're very attracted to you. And that's nice to know. It's nice to know that the person that, you are with finds you very, they're into you. That's important. Spirit, what do you have for us? What's important for us to know? A magic moment. Don't wait to be filled with love, for it is always now. It's in the now. This feeling of magical moments, that come into our life when we least expect it. It could be anything from the moment that we met to our first kiss to you made me feel special about myself and it wasn't even a big deal. It was just the way you looked at me or the way you said something to me. So that love is just all around you. That's beautiful. And nurturing. Your love is young and needs care to develop. So nurturing each other, being there for each other, looking at each other, like look me in the eye and tell me that you care, like that is how I feel, like that's more important to you. Like, I'm not saying that you don't need somebody to be there financially or to be there, that they pay their way or their bills, but this connection is a lot more about communication and emotion than it is about money. It has nothing to do with money. Like, I'm assuming you're both financially secure. I have 222 on the clock right now when I'm recording this. So I feel like it's more about how we're connecting. You can see how they're looking at each other. Seeking. You find what you want when you release your limits. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy what comes to you. Okay? Beautiful. And intentions. When your focus is clear, your real match appears. Set your intentions. What is it that you're looking for? If this is what's important to you, then claim this reading. If what's important to you is an emotional connection with somebody, I want somebody I can talk to. I want somebody that listens to me. I want somebody that shares and expresses their feelings, and I don't feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. So if that's important to you, then set that as an intention for spirit. Keep asking spirit to bring you that type of person with that energy. Spirit, what is their personality like? Very truthful. They're not going to hold anything back. This is not somebody who has something hiding in the closet or under the rug. You're gonna find out the truth right from the beginning, what their feelings were, what happened in past relationships, what their relationships are with their family, their childhood. You're gonna find out all about them right from the beginning. Be very patient. They're very patient. They're very motivated. I feel like they like what they do, whatever their career is. That's nice. They're good at what they do. They're some kind of leader in their job. So they might be in a good position where they are in charge of others, something like that. Flexible. They're willing to work around your schedule or make things happen. Inspired. Yeah, there's that feeling of like you bring energy to this relationship that either sparks their creativity, makes them better. They want to try harder. They want to impress you. Spirit just said, that's nice. Understanding. Good listener. They're very intuitive themselves. So maybe they feel like this is just meant to be. Maybe they're very, very, spiritually connected and they feel like this has been divinely sent, or I feel like you're my soulmate. Like they literally come out and say, I think you're my soulmate. Very diplomatic. They go back and forth. graceful. Okay, so that always comes into me also with gratitude. And then adventurous, like willing to try new things, willing to, put themselves out there on the line. Spirit, can you share with me when, any time elements for my Leo? It's always a big question. Everybody wants to know when. This is depression. It's in the dark. You feel the heart. So maybe when you're coming out of, I'm just asking Spirit now, they're saying when you feel lifted up, there's something about, like, you may have gone through a time or a phase in your life that you struggled, you felt lonely, you felt sad. They said to me, when you feel like you have been lifted up, so you're feeling better, you're feeling good about yourself, your spirit has been lifted. So that's when this person's coming into your life. Impatient, they will be back just like that. So I don't think this is a return. There could be a soulmate in separation that's coming back to you, but this is a new love reading, so we're not asking for our past to return. But it could be a soulmate in separation from a previous lifetime, and you may be meeting them again. 818, expansion, seeing results, and awakening the infinite. I like how this man is walking on this path, towards his own destiny. And that's how I felt earlier, that it was this feeling of these two souls are going to meet, right? These two souls like converging on the same path. And that was really important, that you guys are on the same soul journey. Your soul journey is the same. That was something that they had said in the beginning. Let's see one else. Spirit, what else do you have? Okay, I feel like I'm out of time. This card comes into me for those of you that you feel like you have been waiting a long time and that, like, there's no one left. There isn't anybody else out there anymore, or all the good ones are taken. And that's not the truth. There's somebody for everybody, and it really is about divine timing. So I don't care how old you are, you can still fall in love. You can still have the love of your lifetime come into your life at any point. So there's never an out of time. There's always an infinite amount of time. So unexpectedly, your life could change. I love that. I do have the month of May. That could be a birth date month for some of you. I have 2 to 3 years, but I don't want you to look at that as I'm not going to meet my person until 2 to 3 years from now. I want you to think of it as your life could be totally different in 2 years from now. You could meet this person today unexpectedly, and in 2 years from now, you could have a home with this person. You could have moved with this person. You could be married to this person. I mean, 2 years is a long time. So maybe Spirit's saying, your life could change at any point, and you could be in a totally different place in a couple years from now. What sign may they be, Spirit? They could be a Libra. They have that harmony, that balance. Virgo. They could be a Capricorn. They could be a Gemini. They could be an Aquarius. So we'll keep those signs in mind. Let's grab some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying today. Let's get a scoop of charms and just see what the charms are saying. So we're just going to put these in the bucket here. Let's see what these guys say. I always start with the letters. So let's see what we have. I have the letter O. So we had that already. And then numbers. Let's see. I have the number 1. Number 2. We have the 2. I also have 12 if I put those together. I have the number 31. I have the number 12. So I just said 12, and then I have the number 12 also. So maybe 12 is important. December being important to somebody. I have a Leo. So we've got you, and we've got maybe another Leo. You guys are somebody on the cusp, something like that. I've never give up. Don't worry about the timeline. Don't worry about how long. Don't worry about how long you've been waiting. Just never give up on true love. I have a Taurus, so we'll take that. Okay, let's see what else this is. This says, I have kind, peace, strong, happy, thankful, and compassionate. So some additional feelings there. This is like tying the knot. That's how that's coming into me. I'm tying the knot, and I do have a little diamond ring. So somebody maybe is interested in, because of their religion, maybe their religion influences that they would like to be married, even a family. I've got a pink rocking horse, a baby carriage. So I could have that. Now, I do have a rest in peace, but that is coming into me as this person has had a significant loss in their life. It is either a parent or a sibling or a very close grandparent, but it was very, very upsetting to them. And I think that's something that you'll learn, that's a big part of their story, that either they lost them when they were young, or it influenced the rest of, from that point on, like it really changed their life. So somebody maybe who lost a parent at a young age or a sibling at a young age, and it just influenced them. That is how it came into me. I do have a camel, so that's coming into me as slow. We're going to build. I have the star in the moon. I'm over the moon. The universe is controlling this. And then I do have a dragon. That's coming into me a little bit like fantasy movies, fantasy gaming, fantasy books, fantasy. Somebody who plays Dungeon and Dragons, even, something like that. Somebody who just, I used to play that as a kid. I still like it. I have a group of friends that still play it. I mean, who knows? But that's how it's coming into me. Like people who like that fantasy world. That's just like a hobby. Spirit, what is important to my Leos? What do you want them to know? Things to think about? What is it that is important to them to know right now? You exist as potential. What is your potential? Look at the musical instrument again, too. Number 52. What is your potential? With or without this person, what is your potential? Surrender to your own soul. I love that. The number 29. Surrender to your soul's journey. And I had written that down earlier. I had said your soul's journey. That was something that Spirit had said to me. So I love that. This sense of surrender to your soul. Okay, so your soul's journey, their soul's journey is on the same path. And then find power in the loss. So that loss that we had in that charm, that our rest in peace charm, that somebody has had a significant loss and it changed them. It changed the trajectory of their life, their path. It changed their life's path, that it was just a something that happens in people's lifetimes that you just say, my day changed on that day. It was either a tragic event or something that they'll never forget. So something has happened, but finding power in loss. So whether that's you or them, Spirit, please share with me some final messages. What do my cards want to say to me today? The Hanged Man, patiently waiting is how that came into me. I just have to wait. I have a magician. This person is going to go out of their way to show you. There's a sense of performance too with that magician. There's a sense of, I want to show you. I have a Death card, could be after an ending. And then the sense of we work great as a team even. But maybe this person is coming out of something, so we have to wait for them to finish out their some kind of cycle in their life in order to let this love come towards us. So everybody's got their own path and their own, what's on their plate. So I have a son. No matter what, it's a new beginning. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? So I've got the sun, this new beginning. It's new love. We know that. It's new love. I like the energy of that you've blown their mind. And because they're so attracted to you, I do like that. But I also like that it's our two souls are saying to each other that this is our journey and we are finding each other on this path. So that I like even more. Let's see what else they're saying. Love messages. No one compares to you. Absolutely. I love everything about you. What's not to love, my Leos? What's not to love about my Leos? I am so stressed out. So maybe they have some ending over here with that death. Maybe you're coming into their life when they had ended something, or they've transitioned from a phase in their life into the next. And maybe you're catching them when they do have a lot of stress on their plate. I feel we are fated to be together. I love that. I don't know how to express my love, so I keep it inside. So we want to communicate our feelings. I do feel like we can talk about everything. So other than that, they may be struggling with, they don't want to, if they're just came out of something, the last thing they want to do is be talking about like their ex all the time, and talking about resentments or anger or something like that, thinking that they'll turn you off. That's all I can think of, because I do feel like they're very, very open. And the best part about this relation is that the emotional connection that we have is very strong. I want to give you the world. I love that. I'm planning a surprise for you, even just coming into your life. That would be a nice surprise, right? Like just appear. That's all I'm asking for. I hide my jealousy. It could be a jealous streak. I want to cuddle with you. You're amazing inside and out. I want somebody to say that to you, because you are. They're going to see you for the whole package, everything that you have to offer. I've looked at wedding rings. There could be a commitment in the future in this connection. I get jealous when you get a lot of attention. So this person has a little bit of a jealous streak. We're going to be careful with that. They don't want to lose you. I want you to try and understand me. So they want you to know them. They want you to know where they're coming from. Marry me. I do feel like this is going to turn into a committed relationship. I mean, it's not necessarily like, that's not how we started out, but I certainly could see you settling down and building a life around this person, because of the way it's so emotionally, it's such a strong emotional connection. So that would be somebody that you would have a commitment with. You know, it's not going to be just a physical connection. It's not somebody that, you know, it's just going to be here temporarily, and then when the sparks wear off, we don't have anything that holds it together. What's holding it together is the fact that our souls are on the same journey. I'm scared to get hurt, so there's some fears. Thank you for being there for me. You're there for them, and they're there for you. It's going to be mutual. I can't picture my life without you. So that even confirms that I really do want you in my future. I really do want to have a future with you. So this is somebody who's going to be looking for a long-term commitment. How beautiful. Let's put this out into the universe, and let's ask Spirit to bring this to you now. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always, my Leos, for your love and support and all your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website below, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.